What's up, Las Vegas fans? I'm Jamie.
I'm Ashley.
And this is Vegas Valuations. We are fresh off a trip to Las Vegas. Actually, fresh off. Probably not exactly accurate. It was 2.5, 3 weeks ago now. She then went from Vegas, came home for like 2 days, and then got on a plane to Mexico. So this is the first time we've had a chance to record since Vegas, and there is a lot for us to unpack as a result of our latest trip. And we're going to be talking about one of the things that we had the pleasure of checking out in today's edition of the show. And what are we talking about?
Mother Wolf? Wolf Mother. Now you got me confused.
I know. Now I'm confused. Mother Wolf in Fontainebleau. Okay, as you heard, we're talking about Mother Wolf in Fontainebleau, and okay, I've also heard Fontainebleau pronounced a whole host of different ways. Fontainebleau. It's the beautiful new casino that just recently opened up near Resorts World. I don't want to say across from Circus because I feel like that sort of diminishes its value, but it is. It's right across the street from Circus. And this was the first chance that we had an opportunity to check it out. We've actually been to Vegas 3 times since they opened their doors.
Have we? Oh,
yes, because we desperately wanted to go see Post Malone. Okay, you desperately wanted to go see Post Malone when they officially opened their doors for New Year's Eve, but the tickets were a little steep. So we didn't go when you were there. I went back as a solo trip in March, didn't have time. And so we made a point to go and see this beautiful resort. It was fantastic.
It was so pretty.
And we, as a result of a great tip, managed to, I don't want to spoil the tip and I don't want to give it away because it's not ours. I feel like I should reach out to the person that gave it to us before we go and tell everybody about it like it was our own. That's the last thing I want to do or be accused of is, stealing stuff. But the reason we went to Fontainebleau, there was a purpose behind it. It had to do with our tiers in terms of our loyalty cards. So we actually had a reason to go. And man, I'm glad we did. Yes. Because we, as a result of getting a certain tier, had a $100 dining credit, right? Yeah. So we said, well, where the heck are we going to go? And Mother Wolf.
And we had a show at Wynn. So we decided for our show at Wynn, we would go for supper. Yeah. To Mother Wolf.
Convenient walk, too. It was, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wynn.
Yeah. Easy. So if you're new to the channel, by the way, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Man, it's, it's like riding a bike all of a sudden. We're getting pretty good at this. And here's what we do on Vegas Valuations. We focus in on one element of Vegas that we have had an opportunity to do. One experience, one show, one restaurant, one resort. And in this case, the restaurant, we're going to give it a Vegas valuation out of 10 by talking about the food, the service, the vibes, and today's price. Now, typically, we would show you the menu where the prices are shown. No prices online. Right. No prices.
But we can give you an idea as to
absolutely.
What to expect.
Yeah, we'll break it down. We'll tell you exactly what we got and about where the price tag ended. But keep in mind, we had a $100 dining credit. So we were like, hey, let's get everything on the menu. We actually got quite a bit of food.
We did.
We got a lot of food. Couldn't finish it. And let's not ruin it. Let's just jump right in to the Vegas Valuations as it pertains to Mother Wolf. And we're talking, very quickly, before we get into it, what did you think of Fontainebleau? And I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I don't care, for starters. But I'm going to call it Fontainebleau for the sake of consistency throughout the show. If I'm wrong, comment. Spell it phonetically in the comments. Fine, I'll change it. But from henceforward during this show, we're calling it Fontainebleau. What do you think of the resort?
I loved it. It was beautiful.
It's really nice.
Yes.
It is super nice. We'll roll a few of the photos that we took, and I don't even think the photos do it justice.
I just wish it wasn't so far down.
I know.
But I love it. It's so pretty.
One of these days, we are going to make a point to stay there.
Yes.
And when we do our resort breakdown, once we stay there, location, I think, is going to be one of the things that hurts it the most.
Yeah.
But Fontainebleau has got this air of class.
Yeah, and not like, because like we've talked about class in the past and how some resorts have made us just feel like, I don't know, like
hoity-toity.
Yeah, and
like,
I don't.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, and
you don't belong.
And I don't get that.
No, shit, no. When we went to go to the restaurant, we got dropped off in an Uber, and I guess the bellhop, the valet, whoever was up at the front, I guess it might be valet, he came right up to the Uber, opened the door for us, which I've never had that happen at any other resort.
No.
Hey, what brings you in today? We said we were there to go to the restaurant. He asked if we knew where it was. He walked us to the door from the Uber. Opened the door for us, asking us if we had any other questions. Like, that to me is pure class. And then inside, the furnishings, the finishings, everything.
Chandeliers.
I'm telling you, man, if you haven't checked it out, you absolutely positively have to. You have to put it on your list. There are some people that have given it a bit of a rough ride. I don't see that for any reason being legitimate. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about Fontainebleau. Go check it out. It's fantastic. Yeah. As it pertains to Vegas valuations and how this works, 3 subcategories as we referenced. Let's kick it off with the food. And we're now going to go to Italian school, where I'm going to try my very best not to be culturally offensive. I'm not going to try to put on the fake Mario accent. I'm just going to do my very best to read what we got directly from their menu. We mentioned we ordered a whole host of things.
Well, and so just before you get into that, like the waiter actually talked to us at the beginning and asked us, like obviously if we had any questions about the menu, but then gave us the tip that we order whatever we want off there, not necessarily like an entree for each of us.
Yes.
To order whatever you want, and then they kind of do the portion sizes for 2.
Yes, that's very important to keep in mind. We ordered first the bread, and in this case it was the pizza bianca. And then up next, we ordered the meatballs based on several high-quality reviews that we had online. We went with the Finocchi e Pizzelli. Maybe close. Right here. No, wrong. That's not it. Sorry, the polpetti piccata. No, Dakota. Mother. Let's try that again. The polpetti Dakota. It's short rib meatballs. I'm just going to say the meatballs next time. And then we got the mushroom pizza. On the menu, it's the fungi, F-U-N-G-H-I. And then finally, because they told us flat out, we're known for our pasta. It's made in-house. It's fantastic. We'd be remiss if we didn't get something. So we got the fettuccine al burro. Pretty good on that last one, I think.
Yeah, not bad.
So there you go. 4 separate dishes, obviously, varying in sizes, and that gives you an idea of what we ordered. More than enough food for 2 people. And out of 10, what's your overall impression of the food specifically at Wolf Mother? Mother Wolf. Sorry. God damn it. Keep going.
I would have to give it a 9.5.
Yeah.
It was very, very good.
It was really good.
The only thing that I did not like was the pasta was very buttery.
Yeah.
But when actually I look now, when you said it, I see that there is.
Should have been. This is as a consumer, our bad.
Yes.
We probably maybe should have gone in a different direction, because it does say it's the first thing they mention in the fettuccine al burro's description: cultured butter.
Yeah.
Parmigiano, Reggiano, Vache Rosé, prosciutto di Parma.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, I know prosciutto.
Now, hey?
Prosciutto's, I know that. That's good meat.
But yeah, like
yeah.
it was very buttery, but the pasta was so good. So
really good. Yeah, I out of 10, 9.5 for the food, from the bread to the pizza to the meatballs. The bread was phenomenal.
Yeah.
9.5.
Yeah.
Out of 10, the food. I think that might be the highest ranking we've ever given food on the show.
Probably. Like this was very, very good food.
God, it was like the pasta. You could tell it was absolutely positively fresh. Like it was made that day. It was phenomenal.
So good.
All right, up next, when it comes to our restaurant's assessment, is the service. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I honestly, are we giving it a rating right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I would give it a 10. Like,
I'd go higher than a 10 if I could.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was our waiter, and then there was a gentleman that just stood there, and as soon as your water got
oh, bro,
like halfway, he was there and he was pouring the water.
I'm pretty sure he had shares in the company of the bottled water we had on our table. Because yes, drink more. Because I'd get to half, and what's that guy on Mr. Deeds? Like, you underestimate my sneakiness.
Oh yes.
I couldn't blink, and that guy was like, water. I was like, right there, topping it up. Yeah. An empty plate sat on our table for maybe a minute.
Yeah.
And then someone was picking it up. Our waiter was one of the friendliest encounters I've ever had in Vegas. Not inappropriately so.
No.
Not inappropriate with the friendliness, but just super well informed, very engaging.
And made sure we understood the menu, made sure I know they had a very nice wine menu, and I don't know what the wine people are called.
The dude that, the name escapes me. I've never asked for one. Some very nice restaurants have this guy on staff. They'll come and, discuss their wine options. And one of the big things that they'll do is discuss with you what types of wines you should be pairing with what food you're having. He asked if we wanted to have that guy come out. God, the name of the gentleman or the lady in this position escapes me, but you're catching what I'm throwing. I'm going to just put it into the screen here, because I know that there's a certain title for it. He asked, would you like us to send out, and we're like, no, I don't think we're going to need that tonight. But never everybody was like this. That level of service was incredible. I think we're both on the same page. 10 out of 10 in terms of service. It was unbelievable. It was fantastic. Up next, when it comes to our restaurant evaluations, the vibes. I've heard a lot of people say that the music in the background doesn't seem to suit the restaurant. I've seen it on several reviews now.
I don't even remember now. I wasn't really paying attention, but it never stood out to me. Didn't
bother me at all.
No.
Didn't care. I have seen that on, if you're looking the restaurant up, that's probably one of the few knocks on it for some reason is the music. Didn't care. Thought it was actually, what I thought it did was provided a little bit of levity to what could be for some, bit of a stuffy situation.
Yeah.
If I went in there and it was frickin' Vivaldi playing, I'd be immediately, the anxiety levels now is way higher. I thought it brought it down just a little bit, where we're taking it seriously. We're very good at what we do. We have fantastic food, and our staff is some of the best in Vegas. But you're also on vacation and having a good time, so let's not get too serious about ourselves.
Yeah.
I thought the vibes were incredible.
I thought the vibes were great, too.
Really, really awesome.
And very nice, decor in there. It was beautiful.
The bathroom was, I will say, too, the nice thing about our waiter, I think he told me flat out, maybe this is an insider tip, they're changing the signs on the washrooms. Because he's like, it's been pretty confusing since they opened. He pointed me exactly to which one the male washroom was. Did he do the same for you for the female, or did you go to the washroom there?
I actually can't remember.
Yeah, he brought me. He's like, "Oh, come with me."
I remember that.
Yeah, because
were the signs confusing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
for sure. I would have walked into the wrong one. Absolutely.
So there wasn't the little man and the little woman. Oh, okay.
No. And actually, what they had there, I would think, I'm like, maybe. I would have been wrong. So, but that's not a knock on the vibes. That, I think, just speaks to the service.
Yeah.
I don't know. The vibes were. Yeah. It was awesome. I had a really, really great time.
Yeah.
And I mentioned a few times the anxiety over price. I may be playing that up a little bit too much. It didn't make me too nervous. I definitely felt like we were going to be paying a lot of money to be there.
Yes, for sure.
I felt like that. But it wasn't stuffy.
No.
I did not feel out of place. What were we wearing? We were going to the Awakening, and we'll talk about that. But.
I had like a tennis skirt on with a tank top.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't like super dressed up, but I wasn't also like
we didn't feel like when we walked in there like, oh boy.
Yeah.
So the vibes were great.
Yes.
What's your rating?
I don't know how I don't just give it a 10.
10.
Like.
Yeah, man, this is about as perfect as a score as I think any restaurant could possibly give. I thought a 10 was right on the money. So with that being said, we've got 9.5 for food. We've got 10 for service. We've got 10 for vibes. Now, I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about today's price, and then we stir this all into a big pot and give you our Vegas valuation. The prices are not available online. Were they even on the menu?
Yeah.
They were, eh? Yeah, and as they should be.
Yeah.
With that in mind, what we can do is we can tell you exactly what we ordered, which we already did off the top, and then we'll tell you about what we paid. That's probably the best way to do it. And with restaurants, today's price is always going to be difficult because we don't know what you're going to
order. Menus might change.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we already ran down what we got. Mm-hmm. We each got one glass of wine.
Yeah.
And then we got 2 bottles of water.
Yeah.
And again, those are the bottled water, not the tap water, so there was a charge for those.
Right.
So with that in mind, 4 meal items, the bread, the pasta, the meatballs, the pizza, 2 glasses of wine, 2 bottles of water, not 2 glasses, 2 bottles. We paid...
I think it was about $200.
$180.
Was it $180?
It was $180 US. And we mentioned we had a dining credit, but I will tell you right now, I was expecting $250 to $300. And by the way, that $180 included tip, I believe. I was blown away with the price.
Yeah.
I thought the price was incredibly fair for everything else we talked about. The quality of the food, the level of service.
The vibe.
The vibes in general. Mm-hmm. I think that they could get away, not that I'm suggesting you do it, but they could probably get away charging a little bit more. I was very impressed overall with the price.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's everything you need to know when it comes to formulating or how we're formulating our Vegas valuation. And again, if you've got anything to say or you disagree, feel free to comment below. But one of the best dining experiences I've had in Las Vegas, period, bar none, end of statement. What is your overall Vegas valuation?
Like 9.5.
Mother Wolf in Fontainebleau gets 9.5, and I do not disagree. I thought, again...
I don't really know how I don't give it a 10, but like, I don't know.
I think for food to be 10, it's got to rock your socks. This came very close. Yeah. Again, a fantastic meal, all things considered.
Yeah, 9.5's fair.
A perfect score is really, really, really hard to get, but... I was super impressed. Yeah. Really impressed with the whole thing. We joked about even Fontainebleau in general, about how nice it was. I was afraid to wash my hands at the washrooms because I was like, I don't want to make a mess in this beautiful place. Well, super nice. We're looking forward to maybe one day being able to, stay there. Yeah. But either way, there it is. 9.5 out of 10. Your overall Vegas valuation for Mother Wolf. If you plan on checking it out, let us know. Or if you've checked it out, comment below. Whatever.
Let us know what your favorite is.
Yeah.
If we go back, maybe we'll try something.
We're definitely going back to Fontainebleau.
Yes.
Definitely going back. In fact, we're going back to August, going back to Vegas in August, end of August into September. I would like to try out a different restaurant. So if you have any recommendations there, we've mentioned the bagel place in the food court and Mother Wolf is the only 2 places we've eaten.
Yeah.
Don't suggest the crazy steak place with the fancy, I'm not going there.
Oh.
But anything else? Feel free to pass it along. We'd love to hear from you. That'll do it for today's edition of Vegas Valuations. Mother Wolf, 9.5 out of 10.